We now return to Let's Play Cleopatra.
Since the days of the great Shabaka, unifier of Upper and Lower Egypt and sire of Pharaoh Tyarka, conflict with the aggressive Assyrians has been the norm. While he still lived, Pharaoh Shabaka saw that it was proper to aid our brothers in Palestine, who were chafing under the harsh rule of Assyria. Beware! The minions of the heathen king Ashur-hadan are again on the march, and as always, their eyes are on the fertile lands of Egypt. It is now your turn for glory. As royal mayor of Migdol, you will be expected to defend against the series of attacks by these accursed foes. Located on the eastern rim of the Nile Delta, your border fortress is on the front line of Egypt's outer defenses. Properly training your soldiers and establishing trading links to secure weapons or raw materials from which to make your own will be important. Do not falter. A strong military stand is vital to ensure the continued independence of Egypt. If you can hold out for a mere 7 years, victory will be assured. Tyarka, the great Pharaoh, second son of Shabaka, will be watching.
Right. So this is kind of like a timed mission, but it's really more survival. Which is exactly what I want in a relaxed city builder. So, we already have a defensible position. Looks like I have towers this time, which is good. I'm going to assume that the plains are where we will be attacked, and not just have them come up the backside here. Looks like I have access to reeds. Well, let's actually see what we do have access to. There's waterfowl, okay. Lettuce and chickpeas, so I've got 2 sources of food. One might be useful as a export. We do not have brewing. I do have papyrus, so papyrus will be my main export. We can get barley to then turn around and make into beer as an export, I suppose. I don't know, I feel like we're going to have to really gear up for that just because the military is going to be so expensive. We're going to need to import wood and copper, and especially wood for the shipwright as well. Where are we going to have a shipwright? I don't have access to... Okay, well, maybe I don't need a shipwright then, because I don't have access to a warship. I guess a dock, but we don't need our own shipwright for the dock. Why on earth would we need a shipwright? Fishing wharf, okay. But fish are where? Because these are birds. And I don't have a hunter. Let me see if I can't find a fishing spot. I don't know. Well, I will assume we have one because it gives me the option. So where's that going to go? This is meadow? It is. So that's where the farms go. Okay, we don't have... Oh, we do. We have both. Okay. Why that's useful to me? What the hell is this? Bunch of asps. So before we go planting anything, we're going to make a very large enclosure. Let's... Okay, I think I got him. Ridiculous expenditure right away. Is that all of the asps? I don't know. What was... Oh, okay. I saw some green on the ground there. It's actually the background for that. Oh, there's more. Oh, no, it's not. But those look like little squiggly asps. They're not. Good lord. Okay, so... if we want reeds, which we're only apparently going to get one way, we don't even have water crossing in this one, so we can't even. Why would you even make these? Just for that? Just for aesthetics? Because you can't get to them. I really don't understand. Anyway, we don't need that big of a city this time round, which is good. And well, where's that? That tower should be on the outside, because it's on the inside, and I don't like that. Because I want to run a road up along this. So where are we at here? 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2. A road. So really I should have it come off this way, because then I can have this road be readjusted. That is going to have to move. How expensive is that? Not expensive at all, really. We'll be fine for that. So we're going to need forts, obviously. With the towers, obviously we can... I imagine these work the same way. Yes, they do. Let's go look at my military. Can I tell them not to... It does not look like it. It looks like they will automatically take people unless there's... That's just Navy and... Okay. Well, I'm thinking we're going to want maybe an archer or two in the city. I wish I could rotate these. I really do. Just having the one orientation is not enough. But have one fort in the city so that I can move my archers and have them shoot over the wall. And then we'll probably want to have a bit going out here. Now, I don't honestly know why we would need this much room. I mean, it seems to me we can make a pretty decent housing block here and then industry here and keep this self-contained, which is pretty important. I could maybe see, because we have a little way out here. I should probably actually see what it's going to take. I think I have to have a double wall in order for this to work. So that double wall is going to have to be on the inside here because we can't go further out. So we should have this gated off, but I should be access for 1,000 people. I should have plenty of farm here. So I shouldn't have to actually go out this way. So really, if we don't get attacked from this side, then we're kind of borked, because I can set up my outside industry here to run the reeds and papyrus production, put a dock down here, as well as perhaps a few ships. How big is the shipwright? Shipwright's a 3x. So a shipwright and a dock and then one fishing ship. That's not going to be enough. But we don't really need fish, do we? Well, I don't know, do we? Do we? Do we? The guide says that we're going to be asked for food, and that will help if we fulfill those requests. We'll get help with military. I guess I should start building rather than just blathering on. And so I'm kind of looking to that to help a little bit. But those food requests might require, say, fish or chickpeas or something. So maybe that's why we need it. Anyway, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, shit. 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2. So if I build a road there, 2 down, that actually connects up nicely there. But I'm not... Well, because now I can't build on the other side of this. But I think I want that going that way anyhow, and I guess I can just build right in the middle. Because I do want this to go along here, so it touches. So let's actually do at least 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, road, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that would actually fit perfectly, except that having that shit on the outside road, we can't do that. So I'm going to have to move this in. We need at least one space. Unless I do only 2x buildings there and then have like the temples on the outside. Okay, we'll do that. So where is it? 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Road here. And let's go ahead and just actually get some houses in, so whilst I'm doing this, people are doing something useful. We'll take a water supply, and we need to be doing some road blockage. Now this roadblock, that's not actually where I want the roadblock. This roadblock stuff might actually end up being more useful to me a little bit later as like a bandstand. And we only have access to a bandstand this time around. So I could do something like that up here where it's just kind of awkward and weird, and then we'd probably be fine. Because I don't really want to set up another one shooting off like that. Alternatively, I could just knock out some houses, because I'm sure we'll have enough, and keep it self-contained. Why don't we just do that? Nope, sorry, I did not mean... I thought I was already paused. I was wrong. Set up a bandstand. Gonna need to let this go a little bit. Fuck. And then I need to have other buildings. I need to have firehouse. Shall I just get them locked into that? Is this gonna... It might send him off this way, in which case I guess we'll just roadblock it. So that's the basics of that setup. Let's go ahead and put down some wall. Is that going to be enough? Nah, it does not look like it. Oh, there's the fish right there. Okay. Do I have to have... Oh, and look where they come from. That'll help us fill in real quick. Do I have to delete that? Alright, how do you place a fucking gatehouse in this game? The answer is without walls, because that makes all the sense in the world. And then, so we just wasted all that money. And then we bring the wall up to it. So now I could have the wall on the outside of this. It would look bizarre. So we won't do that. But that road, I guess, then is situated nicely to go out in the wall. And if I move that out, which I think I should anyway, let's have a nice perimeter wall going around, and we'll have our towers. In fact, can I put a tower here? Yeah. I think I'll just do that. Not at the moment. At the moment, I need to begin thinking in terms of food. So, I'm going to need another population for a circle. Well, actually, let's look at the gods. Who do we have for gods? Osiris, Ta, and Set. Set is our patron. Good. Except that he's worthless, so whatever. We can be completely... that would be fantastic to put that there, wouldn't it? Instead, we might just end up putting it down here. Sure. Yeah. Creates... See, I'd like to have a nice loop here for industry, and having a cross like that really upsets the balance. So let's reconsider that, because I don't really want to do that. I'm sorry if this is going to take... You know what? Just fuck it. Let's just put it right out front of the gate. What do we care, right? I mean, blatantly have festivals in the face of the enemy? Alright, so this is where I actually need to... distribution would be better served safe in here. So maybe I do create a block here. I'd have to put another roadblock there anyhow. And then if I put a house system here, as part of my loop, because we're looking at 1, 2, 1, 2 in a road, and then that leaves me a big 3 by over here, which is fine, I guess. And then, well, so if I put a gatehouse there, that'll block off walking access. I won't be able to come out here. This will have to be its own loop as well, unless I just leave it open, which I don't think is a wise choice. So let's get rid of that and come back in here, and we will go ahead and put in a gatehouse. What? So on the inside or the outside? Because if I leave it on the inside, let's put it on the inside. That leaves me more room on the outside. Although, can I do anything here? I don't think so. So I can't put a tower there, but that's fine. If anything, we can maybe put it on the inside, although that would be weird. Tower here, tower here. Anyway. So I do actually, yeah, let's consider that, because if I am going to put anything along this wall, I'll probably have it come here. Maybe 2 towers here. That makes more sense. And we'll have an outside tower going into the corner. 1, 2, 1, 2, road. That'll create a nice little bit of industry there. Can I get nothing there? I mean, really, I could just put this out here, put store yards out there, with a road along the backside, or just have it closer. Let's just do that. We'll put the bazaar on this end, and it'll be a little bit closer. That way we're not eating into whatever precious space we need. Because I will need a road up back along the back here. Let's put that in before I forget that I intend to have such a thing. Okay. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and put people here, just so we have access to that. And since this is road, no. Is it? I think that planter actually prevents that from counting as road. But I'm just worried that maybe here this one will evolve, because that'll be whatever. Doesn't matter. Right. So let's do. Well, first things first. We need to have a work camp. Get that set up. I mean, we're gonna have a little bit of wasted space out here, unfortunately. Which can be alleviated if I just don't put roadblocks there. I'm going to have to roadblock all of that back road off if I'm going to put towers here. That is ugly and awful, but it is going to be necessary. You know what? Well, let's just go ahead and do... Fuck. What? Who? What? Nilometer. Excellent inundation. Fantastic. They're not getting... See, I probably shouldn't be putting down festival squares until I'm actually ready. Let's do... I think that's going to get that one too. Oh. Oh, that's not going to be good. We're going to need that back road. Now, this is fucking everything up, isn't it? I didn't realize the towers also have workers going out looking. So what we need to do instead is put them along this side. utilize that space differently. And then we can have work camp here, which is fine if it goes down this road because we don't care. Because he'll pass by anyhow. Okay, so we'll get that started and we will get some, let's say, lettuce. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really a very good setup, it doesn't look like. In fact, it looks like one way or another I'm going to be missing out, because I could get one there, but oh, fuck you with that. Yeah, I mean, just one way or another, somebody's not getting in. So, I don't know. I mean, do I... Well, okay. We'll just do it. I was thinking maybe leave some room for irrigation or something like that, but I think, yeah, whatever. So those 5 ought to be pretty good for now. And seeing as how 3 of these plots are pretty close to the shoreline, I'm expecting that at least, even in poor inundation, they'll be good for me to have that. How are the people? We have no people unemployed. And with 3 gods, this is going to be kind of a hard thing to do. This idea that I had with the 3, leaving the 3 space along here is not going to work out if I also want them to go along that road. Unless what I do is... Oh, fuck, this is... I could block it all off and have the towers on this side come over here to walk by these guys. I don't know, man. This whole thing, I don't care for this already. So what do we need to actually get the papyrus up and running first. First and foremost, just because I need an export economy right away. Whilst this is all being set up and doing its thing, we need to be making some headway there. So our first batches of people coming in, I think I will just go ahead and force into that. I think I'll just go ahead and put these down. Maybe leave a space somewhere along the way for like a physician or something. Maybe have that along the back, actually, because then it would be off the road and I wouldn't have to worry about my guys wandering along that road. So maybe I should move all of the singles up along the back way here. I just don't know how many towers I'm going to need. I don't know how much military I am going to actually need in preparation for all of this. And I suppose we could have this set up down here. That does take a good chunk of space, doesn't it? And where am I putting the recruiters? And where am I putting... there's still a lot we need to figure out. Probably should have done a lot of laying out prior to all of this, seeing as how nothing got done this episode. Let's move these guys forward a little bit faster. There we go. Oh my god. Alright. So if I put another roadblock here, now we can kind of control. Let's do... I don't know, should I do granary down here in the side? It is very far away. I don't want them to be too far away. I don't know, that takes up useful spaces, but so does this, and if I do this, then I can't have... I'm going to have a split population. I think I'm just going to have smatterings of houses everywhere, because that's the only way this is going to work. So put a granary down. Once this starts coming in, we should be good there. What the hell am I going to do for Village Palace? I can't put a put that there, and then I can put a road here, and then I can get walls on the outside of this. Definitely going to need somebody. Well, and then, oh my god, am I going to need... I don't even know what I'm going to need at this point. This is a mess. This mission is already a freaking mess. But, Jesus, I don't even know. I guess I'll let this one run a little bit longer. Just because I don't know what I'm doing right now. Need a tax collector. I guess I can put... Well, okay, let's do what I said. And get these up here. And then get those out there. Because then I can take these guys here and here for an initial workforce. Alright, I think we're just going to have to get rid of that. We'll go ahead and spend the money now. We are starting to put workers out, that's good. Put a wall in here. Put a tower. Huh? Do I have to have a road already, or does it have to be a double wall before it's going to work? It's got to be... Wow, okay. Great. Great. But yeah, given the choice, I mean, maybe I should just have it at the corner instead, since I'll be filling that in. But does that... I think that's going to prevent that from touching a road. I think if I maybe do a roadblock here, any towers, they'll come by this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into this and see what we can start doing for trade partnerships. Just use up all my money right at the beginning here. Timna will buy beer. Okay. They will sell just straight up weapons, but they'll also sell copper. They will more importantly buy papyrus and fish. You are a partner. Menefer will sell barley, which we can turn into papyrus, and they will also sell me chariots, and they will also buy papyrus, and they will end up buying my excess weaponry, and perhaps excess copper. They will also be a valuable trading partner. And Nkomi will buy beer and sell copper, and it looks like I only have 3 trading partners to begin with anyway, so we'll just take them all. And then we have nobody else. Not right now, anyway. No working dock. I'm aware. We have apathetic gods, but I'm sure they will be less apathetic once we begin religion. And a thing is... well, okay, so here's the thing. I only need them to be visited by one priester. A priester. So the priester will walk around, and if I just have one here, I can have the other 2 here, because I don't care if they go along the back road. Just having the temples will be enough to satisfy the gods, and I only need one priester just talking amongst the people. So I don't have to worry about my space here, because I definitely don't have enough room for 3 temples. Definitely not. And in fact, it really just would behoove me a lot more to not do that, especially if I want a road that they can utilize to get a wall should I put a tower back here. So, you know, there's that. I don't know, 4 towers, one there, and then one in the middle of the road, I think will be enough. Hopefully will be enough. Maybe will be enough. I don't even freaking know. And maybe just extend this, you know? Like, I could, rather than, whatever, it doesn't bother anything. It doesn't hurt them. they will be fine. Of course, I can always put down one of my own. I can really just put this down anywhere because I don't actually care. It's just helpful for making money. It is also helpful for beautification, which is why I'm going to put all the structures, the support structures that I need, which frankly isn't going to be much. It's going to be like a physician and I don't know what else, along this way to kind of block off the industrial excess and bad vibes and all that, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I could put my mansion here to kind of help too, but I think we'll be fine, honestly. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm just going to go ahead and put down the rest of that, and we will get as many people as possible in here as quickly as possible. And we got some food ready there. Like I said, we now need to actually begin setting up for our production facilities. So, okay, I need a dock. That dock is going to have to go right there. I mean, it's not going to have to go there, but we're going to make it go there. Again, fishing. I got a couple fishing spots up here. Actually, quite a few fishing spots up here. No. Okay. So we'll need shipwright. Where the shipwright? Put that there, and then maybe I can get a fish farm in there. I don't know about that. That looks like we're gonna have to loop around it. Like that. Is that gonna work? Yeah, okay. So then with that, we will take a firehouse, and we will take maybe we'll do an architect post elsewhere, because I want to, I guess, do, well, could I do maybe a mini loop? I don't know if that would actually be beneficial to me to do that, but I'm just thinking, since we got to come down here anyway to touch this, well, do we really even need that many, though? How many reed cutters am I going to need? And I'm going to want the reed cutters, or am I? Am I going to want the reed cutters at all out here? Maybe I'll just want them in here. Surely they'll wander. That's a lot of industry for a lot of nothing, because we can't do anything. We're going to have to do papyrus making, and we'd have to import beer to make brewery. Let's just keep it all in here contained, and then we'll just do whatever out here. I can put maybe a couple of store yards for shipping purposes, and then I can put an outer fort here with an inner fort here, and then here will be my parade grounds. And I really hope this is where they invade, because if we got to keep fighting in the rear, that's going to be pretty bad. Okay, so I think we've kind of got things stabilized. I need to start getting the gods ready, especially Set, because it supposedly helps when he remembers, if he fucking remembers. Yeah, and then we definitely need to get things ramped up, because I do not want to miss out on potential help from allies if I can have a store yard ready to go for copper, weaponry, yada yada. So that'll be good. So I guess I'll need to set up another little branch in here, because I'm going to need somebody to be able to wander here and prevent some things from collapsing if I utilize this, and why wouldn't I? It will otherwise be a structurally weak point if I just leave it as a single wall, but I think that's where it's going to be. Because I don't want to run a wall up there, but I also don't want to just leave this empty space. It feels like I could do something with that. Academy and a recruiter are going to be rather large. And a fort is... So I could get like a fort and a recruiter in there, and then fit the academy over here or something. And then maybe my palace and some, I don't know. We're definitely going to fill in all the walls. And, you know, I mean, I'm limiting myself to this. I definitely could have just made my own area out here completely flat and free and just done it that way. But honestly, I do not think I will need to go beyond this. Definitely not for the population, but I think to support the infrastructure I need for the forts and all that stuff. I would like to have this just lined out here with my army. So that's what we will do. But I am going to end this one here, and I will see you next time.